And it's okay if they play slow, but you can't play slow when you're behind. So they may need to speed the pace up at times. Also, the defense of North Carolina.
Great passing. One of the best passing teams. Kobe White with 3 threes already as Chris finds Thibault. And White kept it alive for Little in transition. Johnson gives it up, and Robinson finishes.
At him where the defense will be at his mercy because of the shooting off the dribble. He's quick and he can finish inside.
Crisp had an offensive foul that fouled him out yesterday in a tight game at the time, even though Washington finished with a 17-point victory. Kobe White, another 3 on the way, and another 3 rattles home.
Come on.
20 points, 11 boards. Carolina with 11 offensive rebounds, and they're plus 16 in the overall rebounding stat.
For Washington, make sure you keep an eye on the wings.
Kobe White. Ball's moving around the perimeter. This is Little for 3. The sack. And the little mid-range jumper gives him 12. He is 6 of 8 shooting here today. Washington's made 7 threes. Here's Little inside again. He caught it deep. Notes.
Good look right there by Washington. That's what you want. Don't get frustrated. 6 minutes left. You still have to make a run. You're getting good looks.
Here's Little. Takes the contact and still scores. The only team in the country with 4,000-point scores. All their points coming from their current school. There were no transfers. And it speaks to the ability of Mike Hopkins and his staff and Cameron Dollar and Dave Rice. Seed is doing what Iona is doing right now. Rastanovic, that high arcing 3 into the neck. And here comes Kobe White. Wanted to move it. Got Johnson on the wing. May down low. Johnson inside to May. Got good position. And finally, May finishes. Name is a #1 seed versus a 16 seed. Only trailed at halftime one other time. 1997 against Fairfield. They ended up winning that game by 8 after trailing by 7. So we're in uncharted territory. But the Heels come out firing, and they hit their first 2 shots. He gives it up. Crawford, the southpaw. No. Look at Agee, and it's swatted by Johnson. What a play. Great hands by Cameron Johnson.
They've got to push it up the floor as well. Almost got to travel there, but May ducking in, getting the shot that he wants.
And he gets the friendly bounce. May
better. And so those guys had to let Carolina know in the hallway. You're not just going to be chanting around us without us saying something.
Now, Ricky McGill also had a major mechanical change. Little turnaround jam.
Trying to do too much. Cam Johnson. Tipped out by Williamson. It would back into the hands of the Tar Heels. Kenny Williams wide open. Williams on Wara, and Wara throws it away.
Boy, 2 really bad plays by Jordan Wara. First, the bad shot, which is going to go down as a shot, but should be a turnover. Then another turnover.
Switching now, VJ King on Kobe White. Johnson dumps it down to May. Jump hook, yes.
Place action, and nobody picked up Malik Williams. Worried too much about McMahon, the shooter. Low cross, good switch by Louisville to stop that cross screen.
Brooks double team down low, still gets it to go, and a chance for a 3-point play.
Boy, there was a Brandon Robinson made right there, as he probably would have been better when he got that elbow in the chest. Just go down. You go down, they'll call a charge every time.
Good hedge there by Enoch. Johnson into Manley.
Just really good execution on the side.
Absolutely everywhere and contesting everything.
Luke May feeling it a little bit strong on the 3. Tip back out by Johnson. Williams knocks down a 3.
It was 58-23 in favor of UNC. Brooks, it's a deep shot, maybe a tad out of his range, but the rebound pinballs right back to him.
That's it. It's just not the best one they can get.
Bowman off the tap out. That ball spins home, and Bowman's 2 for 2.
That's exactly what Kai Bowman needed, was a great start to this game, and he certainly had one. But North Carolina wearing him out inside of it.
Ahead to Hamilton. Does not get the bounce, and that is rebound number 7 for Luke May. And May in transition. He's got a chance for a three-point play. Start to his senior year of high school basketball. Popovich fires from the corner. So many more basketball opportunities opened up to him, and you think playing at North Carolina, 2 sports, a pretty good opportunity. He decided to focus on basketball, and can't say he made the wrong choice by any means, as Luke May adds 2 more to him. He was given a scholarship pretty quickly, and it's a scholarship that has paid off. Several big shots.
And there's another great pass.
And there's another.
Here they come running the floor. Step back 3, White. May in his range.
Have a matchup where Amir Sims can go back to playing against Luke May with Elijah Thomas back on the floor. Amir Sims has played the majority of this half at the 5 position. CC school to be able to get a 1 seed. What would have to happen in that case is Duke would actually have to beat the Tar Heels in the rematch for the final regular season game.
He had 2 guys on him.
Oh, that was big time.
That was not bad defense by North Carolina, but he can make tough shots.
Yeah, he likes the contested 3. He is much better when it's a contested one. There's May.
Hope he comes over the back, and that's exactly what he did.
North Carolina +6 in rebounding. They're the #1 rebounding team in college basketball. #2 scoring team in the nation. Good pass inside.
He went 0 for 10 from 3 in that game. Hasn't made a 3 since after starting off the year, shooting the ball very well.
His last 3 was against Wake Forest when he went 1 of 4. Good pass inside.
And Luke May all alone.
So that was just a simple little shuffle cut. A little back pick, diagonal along the elbow. And May was wide open. Here's another run-up.
Johnson, what pass, and the lay-in for Kobe White. Reddish a 3. And is Duke going to have to shoot their way back into this from beyond the arc, even though it's gone so poorly tonight? How many good passes have they?
A great back tip by Goldwire.
Barrett, no. They made it a 10-point game. Instead, Johnson with a rebound, and he comes out of there. It's a 4-on-1 for Carolina, and the layup will go for Williams.
In the would be in it. I mean, and Roy Williams has talked about it in the past that he thought he could play. He didn't know he was going to be this good.
There's 2 more for May after that miss from Michael Wynn.
For Horde, for a guy who's used to starting, and all of a sudden, you commit a transgression, you get punished for it, and it's difficult to come off the bench and get into a little bit of a rhythm.
You ever show up late to shoot around and not start because of it?
Never. Nope.
You are a very punctual player.
No, it's just
here in this opening half. Pretty good defense there from Playtech, and quickly ahead of the pack. Johnson to May for 2.
Able to play against this team too easy.
Kobe White has been red hot with 7 threes, and they're come from behind overtime win here Saturday against Miami to keep it alive. Guy, mid-range floater, ripped down by Garrison Brooks, the 6'9" sophomore from Lafayette, Alabama.
Brooks playing much stronger in the second half than he did in the first.
They go inside with little resistance.
Hit the court before it hit Braxton Key. Just a good play by North Carolina to take advantage of that trap opportunity in the corner.
Kobe White doesn't need much time or space.
In the last 2 ball games and got the start today. And now Johnson turns it over, and here's Little. Ahead for Cam Johnson. May! Oh, the hammer!
Markel Johnson's been up and down of late. They need him to be big tonight. On the run out. Kobe White on the wing. May again. Just has a sense for where the ball's going to be. Still keeping it alive. Brooks. White will trigger again. Drop rolls in.
If I'm North Carolina, I can live with that. That's a tough shot.
Beverly's been outstanding in the first one.
He sure has.
Just needs a little more help. Little. Oh, what a look. Cameron Johnson.
Opportunity down on the offensive end, and then North Carolina turns it into points the other way.
Yep.
Again, a tough shot, that time by Harris.
Nice scoop to the hoop by Brooks.
Said to us in the locker room before the game, they needed better pressure on the perimeter. The Cardinals have not gotten great easy looks from three when they shot the lights out at the Smith Center, and that too has prevented easy entry passes. Those are the types of looks that
Blindly for Alvarado, who crashes the glass and can't finish. Little pulls it away.
Boy, that is some rebound by Little.
Robinson. Here is Kobe White against Haywood. Cross court for Johnson.
You don't want to do a lot of dribbling against this defense.
Robinson a turn and
quote-unquote small lineup, although Johnson's pretty big.
Banks had it stolen away. Here's Johnson ahead 7. The punch in transition.
Your position, and Cam Johnson establishes position. You just can't run over him.
Carolina had 8 turnovers in the first half. They've only got 2 here in the second half. Georgia Tech has turned it over 4 times here in the second half. Williams lines one up and knocks it down. First field goal.
Range. Coach Williams waiting for him to heat up. Nikhil Alexander-Walker, the Hokies' best player, lost it as he went up, and White in transition. Virginia Tech with their ability from behind the three-point arc. 11 points now for Hill. They're going to score, but they got to get stops. Kobe ball, it's walked right into a trap. But Jay Williams is still smarting from a few years ago. I said, hey man, if you got something to say, go ahead and interrupt. And he tried to interrupt me, and I totally shut him down. And he's still smarting. Because Coach King never yelled at him, so he's not used to it. But if he actually believed that you welcomed being interrupted, I have about 20 years of experience now. Can set that straight. Luke May.
he gets it back from Cam Johnson. There's Luke May on the offensive glass. Johnson back to Williams, wide open for 3. And Coach Larinaga seemed to have the feel against Wake on Saturday. And of course, this is Miami's first game in a week. They should be as fresh as they're going to be.
No, you're right on that point. But when you play against North Carolina, I mean, even when you're fresh, they can wear you down because of the pace. But give Miami a lot of credit for the way they've hung in here in this one.
Williams.
3. Will try it again, and he has Notre Dame on the board with a pair of free throws. He's averaging about 13 points per game over his last 10, a little over 11 for the season. Luke May. Juwan Durham for Notre Dame. Dane Goodwin is also checked in for the Fighting Irish. Mentioned a short rotation for Mike Bray due to injury. Lost Rex Pfluger for the season, their best perimeter defender. One of their top overall players, Luke May, finding the range from 3. Tar Heels lost their last home game last year against Miami, and then the one on Saturday against Louisville. They haven't lost 3 straight ACC games in the Dean Dome since 2010. Kobe White for 3. He's got a good one as returned for Bray's team. Kobe White playing with 3 fouls. Cameron Johnson, good bounce pass to May, and Luke finishes. Leschewski hit that big 3 at the end of the half, but left that one short.
I thought that was a foul, too. Should have been a foul on DJ Harvard.
And Kenny Williams is
at the top so TJ Gibbs can have a chance to turn the corner.
And Luke May just takes it away from him. The senior making a big-time play. Riddle on the run. Nasir Riddle.
Split their matchups a year ago. Each of them, interestingly, Fonz, winning on the road. Of course, a lot of new faces. And NC State, as we will discuss a lot tonight, it's intense, a lot of pressure. This is going to be a really good test for Carolina.
Carolina's going to have to take care of the basketball.
practice. Usually it's split between drills and 5-on-5, but the majority of the work was 5-on-5 in practice. They also did a long weekend trip to Wilmington, did some beach drills, just all the little things to help facilitate relationships and help these guys get to know one another on and off the court.
All right, Allison, thank you. Great stuff. And we were at shoot-around today, and you never know this is a team with so many players left at North Carolina State. He'll be eligible next year.
He's going to be a perfect fit as North Carolina State turns it over again. Because of his versatility, they'll be able to put him defensively to guard 1 through 5, and so it'll allow them to...
Nicely done.
What a beautiful seal inside.
Seventh Woods at the point for Carolina. White on the bench right now.
Luke May's got to touch it.
He does. 5 guard, really.
I love the read here.
Trying to post Johnson. Turn around, no. Got it back. White for 3. Got it.
Ellison.
Sean May is looking for his first field goal. That a close-in miss from Ellison.
That was a good shot that time. Ellison, I think, expected more pressure than he got. Got to make that one if you're the Panthers.
A couple times in the first half, Ellison has been able to drive all the way to the... Wilson frame. Panthers crash the glass. North Carolina gets it with Johnson. Trying to beat the clock. Here's White, who lays it up. Stripped away by Cam Johnson. Woods. Xavier Johnson. One bounce, attempted move by Brown.
So your big guy's got to be able to put that one in the basket.
And this is pink and real men wear it. So, all right, coach, you're the legend. I can argue with you.
If he's wearing pink in the first week of January, I would love to see the Eastern Elf. Johnson locked up by Bassett. White from 17 feet, pure.
And he can dribble too. Williams. Offensive rebound, Johnson. Little feed to Brooks.
Wide open, Kenny Williams. Got it. He does that. Yourself in position. Inbounds to Johnson. Williams thought about a 3 and now penetrates for a floater and got it. Nice job.
Coast for the dunk. He's got 4. And Rui, the junior from Toyama, Japan. And a number of Japanese media members making a trip to cover this one.
Absolutely. And Hachimura is the MVP of the Maui Classic.
Jumper is good. The stress fracture of the ankle, they're hoping maybe January, and then Crandall out with a fracture in his right hand, and they're hoping January-ish for him as well. Mark Few talking about Killian Tilly said numerous times last year. Good look inside. Jones hesitation, puts it in, and the deficit is 8 for Gonzaga.
What he did really well there, he caught the ball and the little ball fake. Young kids out there, learn to use that ball fake.
Woods
transfers. Yeah. Transfers. Kyler Murray and Baker. Unbelievable.
Big offensive rebound.
It's been a
North
story.
Carolina, that has been a huge part of their success here tonight. The offensive glass and the second chance points. 3 more.
The idea that you get to come and wear Carolina blue in front of 20,000 people at the Dean Dome for these young men is a true dream come true. There's Playtech with the basketball. Now, it's not JPJ.
Roll to the basket. Poorly defended by North Carolina. If there's a negative in North Carolina, Roy was telling us before the game, we got to be much more effective defensively.
May with a mid-range.
I hate to hurt the people that say this, but they give up 62 on Saturday to a team called the Buckeyes.
You trying to make friends in Ann Arbor? What are you doing?
I'm just telling facts. You got to tell facts.
Cameron Johnson to a wide-open Brandon Robinson, and Carroll.
And the floodgates have opened
here. What a pass.
Rejected locked in. Uh-oh, we've got an injured player. It's Wilkes. He's down.
Good boy, hold on.
Flush.
Sims, huh?
How about that? Jericho Sims, youngster from Cristo Rey Jesuit High, Minneapolis.
Dad was a little bit of a player too in Minnesota, right?
Yes, he was.
This is where you do a great job of screening and blocking in the low box.
White off the curl.
Stay with it. I thought it was a really good move too. Forced it to beat you like they did.
Almost turned
Give it up.
Yep. Williams.
Look who's back there, huh? The long arm of the law.
White. Well, he's done that.
Able to make both of them. Great pass down low. Tar Heels play just to make sure they gave it to the right player for St. Francis. Tar Heels need some answers on offense.
St. Francis in the zone again.
Johnson, dribble penetration, kick out for Williams. Kenny Williams.
Settle down. Johnson. Seventh, Woods along 2.
Block shots, he can put it on the deck. Just an outstanding player. That is going to be a great player, not only in the league. He's also got Paul White, who transferred from Georgetown.
Nice finish from Brooks.
The arc in that first game, 5 of 7 from beyond the arc. And that's just another second chance point by UNC off the offensive rebound.
Johnson finds White. Open.
Heels go inside out. Williams off the mark.
What a pass.
Nice touch pass to Brooks.
And he put it right on the hands of Garrison Brooks, rather, and he's got to finish that around the rim.
Johnson, the lob, and Brooks the